My name is Raymond Tait, class of 78. I attended ISKL from 74 to 78, and had a great time here. Some of my fun memories, of course, is one of the reasons everybody's here is we're all at the old school, at the old Istana, and that was great. There was no real air conditioning except a few places, but it was school started from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30, so we had the rest of the day to go out and play and cause havoc and trouble, and we just had a great time. KL was a lot different then. That was just when KL became the actual capital, and Kuala Lumpur was considered the capital of Selangor back then, but it actually became the federal capital territory. So KL was a different place to live in. But then we've determined in 76, between 75 and 76 at Christmas time, we actually moved the school over to this Ampang campus. And so I spent the second half of my sophomore year, my junior year, my senior year here. And in 1978, I had as a senior council president. And this time coming back, class of 78 member here because we just recently had a reunion in Santa Barbara in May. So a bunch of people went to that, and I couldn't make it, so I felt some kind of connection or obligation to come back here and represent the class of 78. I'm so proud to receive my alumni badge, and it's been a great experience. I think some of the fondest memories I have is particularly out here, when back in those days it was oil-driven economy here, and we had all the big Exxon, Brown and Root, everything to do with oil companies at that time. The American Embassy was still very important here, and that's when we started up an American high school football program, Gridiron, and we had a lot of people here from Texas, and it was a lot of fun. So here I am, an Australian, transplanted all the way to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I was playing American gridiron football. And one of my best friends who I played offensive line with, Terry England, went on to play college ball at University of Texas. So we were a good team. We played against Bangkok. And then I remember our first year when I was 16, we went down to play Singapore American School. And they just go, oh, well, Singapore American School, they've had American football going for years. Who are these upstarts from KL? And we go down there, and it was called the Durian Bowl. So we go down to Singapore to play them, and, you know, big spotlight driven, a big stadium almost, sports field with the lights and everything. We're playing an evening game, a little bit of rain on the ground, and here we come in this kind of ragged 9th through 12th grade junior varsity football team onto the field, and we kicked their butts. 22-6, we beat the powerhouse Singapore American School. It's on record. That was the first ever Durian Bowl. We were the underrated ISKL Panthers, and we did win. So I had fond memories of a lot of the sports. I played soccer. I did a lot of things here, a lot of great memories. We even had Boy Scouts of America here. We had a big, after school, we had a lot of fun where there was certain class members that were members of two different clubs. One was the Lake Club, one was the Dog, the Selangor Club downtown. And then, of course, the famous Royal Selangor Golf Club, which was a lot of fun. And that was just like our oasis. We escaped there after school many a day and spent many a summer there. So that was a very big part of our after-school activities. But I think that the school set us all up to be very good students. It was, when I look back on it, it's a straight college preparatory type school. My class of 28 seniors, I don't think we never even talked about not going to university. I mean, everybody went to university. We all studied hard. We all did the PSATs. We all did the SATs. And then when we graduated, because we didn't have internet and the connections and things like this, some people loosely stayed together, but only in the past 10 years have people really reconnected with the age of internet and stuff. So it's been kind of fun. I'm just really, really happy to be back here and share a couple of stories. My American football story. Back then, we also had a fun thing that was started up to support the community. It was called the Teen Center. So just around the corner, we had this kind of haven away from adult teacher supervision, parents and things like that, and it was run by two Peace Corps volunteers, were our counselors, Gail and Metcalf's. Gail and Joel Metcalf. And Martin Arata, this tall, lanky ex-Peace Corps volunteer, was the Teen Center director. And, we just had a lot of fun at the Teen Center, so there was always movies on Friday night, and we'd have band practices over there, and it was a lot of fun. So there were some pictures earlier on that reminded me of Jalan Ampang. When you got down to this section of Jalan Ampang, it was really just the jungle. I mean, you'd go off the side of the road and, there was just nothing there. I mean, it was really a lot different to what we came over here today, whereas the taxi driver said, it's going to take 20, 25 minutes to get out there unless we go on the highway. Does it go on the highway? It's okay, well, sure, go on the highway. And all of a sudden, the highway off-ramp, we came off and the school was right there. So it's like night and day. So it's a pleasure to be back in KL, and I'll wrap up, and that's my memories for now. Bye-bye, class of 78, Ray Tait. Thank you.